Now, over 200 delegates from about 40 organizations across the globe have converged here at the Tutu Center in Bella Bella, South Africa, for the Dilemmas of Humanity conference on the Pan-African Dialogues to Build Socialism, organized by the Pan-Africanism Today Secretariat. The event is expected to last from Monday, the 17th of July 2023, through to Thursday, the 20th of July 2023, for very critical discussions on the challenges and opportunities confronting working class people and their organizations, as well as the broader picture of building socialism as the only alternative towards solving the many dilemmas of humanity, those created by the capitalist system and its twin attendants. Day one of the event opened with a welcome address by the Executive Director of Pan-Africanism Today Secretariat, Comrade Eunice Gedi Alaso, followed by opening remarks from Comrade Spuzi Kodi, who is the president of Abatlali Basim Jondolo, also known as the Shack Dwellers Movement, as well as Comrade Evan Jim, who is the General Secretary of the National Union of Metal Workers South Africa, and a keynote address by Comrade Kwesi Pratt Jr., General Secretary of the Socialist Movement of Ghana.
We are so rich in everything, and yet we are so very poor. This paradox ought to change. This ought to change. We ought to build that new Africa.
Key thematic areas and commissions for day one of the events were gender struggles to end patriarchy, food sovereignty, agroecology, and the defense of nature, as well as urban struggles for dignified housing. These commissions hold the very important mandate of holding discussions and coming up with socialist solutions towards addressing the challenges posed by the capitalist system in these areas. Participating organizations for the conference include the National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, NUMSA, Abatlali Basim Jondolo, ABM, the Socialist Party of Zambia, SP, the Socialist Movement of Ghana, SMG, Workers' Democratic Way from Morocco, Viwata from Tanzania, and many more. We spoke to some delegates on the outcome of day one of the conference, and here's what they had to say.
Today's opening gave quite a deep analysis, I can say, of what our movement has been discussing, have been dealing with for a number of years, and summing up our problems, our different challenges. Now this conference comes in to see how we construct clear ways, how we construct mechanisms for us to fight, for us to struggle in our different geographical locations. So it was very powerful, and we see that with the rich diversity that is presented in this conference, we're going to come up with a real Pan-Africanist, socialist agenda that we can move forward with.
So far for me, its conference has set his layout for the rest of the days and give that spirit of Ubuntu and unity. And as we have to deal much with the challenges that we are facing in our respective countries, as a continent as a whole, I think my view today, the layout of setting up for this coming 4 days, we will be able to really come up with the real answers that how do we really construct a project with clear revolutionary ideas and tactics to pursue the class struggle, and we can get answers to the oppression that we are getting from the capitalists.
I was really excited with the opening of the conference, as I saw that the struggle is real. The working class having gathered here to discuss a common cause on the challenges that the working class are facing. I was also quite interested in one point that stood out for me, that united we stand and divided we fall. If we as the working class are not able to unite, if we are not unified by our struggles, we won't be able to defeat the capitalist system.
So the opening of the conference was very powerful, having comrades that are our leaders and that have proven that through the ideas of Marxism and Leninism, it's always possible. So their opening was very powerful because they included what people are going through. They included the ideas that can be resolutions to the common basis of struggles that we are continuously having. So having to have comrades from different countries of Africa experiencing different things to come together to intervene here today, regardless of our races, regardless of the languages, regardless of the borders, it's something that we should value so much that if we can conceptualize this and put it into practice as our everyday life, we can show the world that we have never needed them. The world has needed Africa as always.
In terms of the key of the opening, it was very interesting in that all the speakers really identified our struggles, like to build a cadre, also to identify those NGOs or movements that seem to take to their own capacity as if they have a right to represent, which are infiltrated at some point, which we need to cut against. That was what really took my interest, that the struggle can be really infiltrated. And going forward, I believe that out of the process, we will come up with programs that will take our struggle forward, in particular land and all that belongs to the working class.
For Pan African Television and People's Dispatch, this is a Makiza Latifa report.